They're calling on an increase to Social Security checks for all beneficiaries. It's all highlighted right here in this article, which I will be popping up on the screen for you in just a minute so you can see exactly what they're talking about, how much more we could possibly see, the timeline behind this, who would be impacted by this, as well as how long would this be lasting. Now, I couldn't possibly make this video without throwing out some of my opinions and my thoughts on this whole plan right here, because there are definitely some really, really good things about it. It'd be very good for the beneficiaries, but I also do have some concerns as well as what does it mean for all beneficiaries with what they're currently talking about. So let's get into it and talk about the details of this. And again, I will put this up on your screen in just a second so you can see exactly the details behind it. You can read it if you want or whatever, but I'll explain all the details of it and where we currently stand with everything happening right now. Now, this is actually a little bit of an interesting situation because based on everything that we're seeing right now, all the major changes out of Social Security, all the different proposals and packages and bills and introductions and reinstatement of rules, and then, just getting the actual repeal of different rules that they reinstated. All kinds of different things that are happening, right? Super interesting time. But at the same time, we're also having this where they're saying, we need a raise. We need a pretty big raise, and we want to bring that in right away for the beneficiaries. Okay, I'm on board with that. I like the idea there. Let's actually do this thing and bring this to the beneficiaries. Anyway, let's pop this up right here, right now. You can read along. I will point out the key points of this thing, and you can see what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to be fair with you. I talked about this before. I talked about this back at the beginning of April when this information leaked. I talked about this at the end of April when it was formally introduced. Now I'm talking about it again several weeks later here. However, let me bring this to your attention really quickly because this is still out there in the headlines and these lawmakers really want this to happen. Now, I just want to throw this out there really, really quickly. Do they really want this to happen, or is this just a talking point so that they can point fingers and say, look, they didn't do it, right? And remember, it's politics. We have to kind of look through everything, read between the lines, and kind of look through all the smoke and mirrors that they put out there, right? So you got to kind of figure this out. Like, do they really want this, or are they just having this out there as another reason to complain? Lawmakers, they love to complain. That's like all they do in life, it seems like. Anyway. Okay, here's the deal. Lawmakers introduced, as you can see with this article, lawmakers introduced the Social Security Emergency Inflation Relief Act. Yep, I've talked about it. Here's what they want to do. They want to implement a temporary $200 per month raise to benefits between basically the time that they pass it through the rest of the year. Well, guess what? When they originally leaked this information, way back at the beginning of April, when I talked about it for the very first time, when they this was leaked. By the way, the $200 per month raise is also out there represented as the Social Security Expansion Act. That's Bernie Sanders' piece of legislation, but this is something totally different from a small group of 3 Senate Democrats. Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, and Ron Wyden are coming back again with this here, the Social Security Emergency Inflation Relief Act, and they're introducing it here, okay? But anyway, my point being is that we've already wasted a couple months from the time that they conceived of this idea, from the time that it was leaked out into the public when I talked about it way back at the beginning of April until now. We've basically lost 2 months worth of time from when they could have done it until now. That's $400 that it just cost us. $400 because they did nothing. Gee, are we surprised lawmakers did nothing? Whoa, that's a shock. Can't believe it, right? But anyway, here's the big concern about this. They want to implement the $200 per month raise basically between whenever they pass it out until the end of the year. Okay, I like it, but here's the problem. Let's just say that it takes them, I don't know, another 6 months to pass this. They pass it in, let's just say, November. I'm just making up dates here, just for example purposes. Let's just say that they pass it in November, and then the rule says it's effective through the end of the year. Hooray! Thanks, guys. You got us a 1 month increase to our benefit. Yeah, that's real helpful. Not, right? So my point being is that although this sounds awesome, although this sounds really good, although this would be very helpful for the beneficiary, the major problem that I foresee with this is, number one, is it really going to be a thing in the first place, Or is it just a talking / complaining point for lawmakers, right? Oh, we just want an excuse to complain. So they introduce this because they know that it's going to be tough to pass. So they just introduce this so they have another reason to complain, right? I mean, seriously, that's all lawmakers do these days. It seems like all they do is just complain all day and night. It's really annoying. But anyway, so that's concern number one. But then the next concern would be is what I just expressed, which is, what if it takes them forever to pass it? And then the rule says, well, it's only till the end of the year. So I don't love that. But rather what I would rather see within this is a 12-month temporary. I mean, here's the thing. If they're going to do temporary, at least put a time frame around it. Rather than just saying until the end of the year, that's ambiguous. Who cares? Let's put a timeline saying 12-month, a rolling 12-month time frame in which beneficiaries would be granted the extra $200 per month, which would guarantee at least $2,400 over the course of a 12-month period of time, right? So that's kind of my concern about it. And what I really want to throw out there, and I've expressed that before in other videos, that I don't like this whole end of the year business. The whole temporary thing also worries me a little bit as well. The reason being is, personally speaking, okay, we get a raise to our benefit. Awesome. Benefits have increased by $200 per month. Awesome. We're all happy, right? But personally speaking, I would become reliant on that $200, right? And then after the time frame in which it would expire, as in the temporary provision would go away, now all of a sudden we have a situation where, now we're not happy anymore because we become reliant on the $200, it goes away, and then all of a sudden we're basically short $200 a month, right? Does that make sense? So that's another major concern that I would see about this, is that over the course of time, we would just be like, oh man, this is really awesome. This is good. It's helping me a ton. And then all of a sudden 1 month it comes in and, well, done. Sorry about that, but we're going to end this now. And now we're thinking, what? How are we going to do this? How are we going to survive on $200 less per month, right? Does that kind of make sense? What I actually think would be a better strategy, this is my opinion about this. I'm just kind of throwing this out there off the cuff here as I'm thinking about this, as I'm talking through this. I mean, realistically, maybe they could do like, I don't know. I mean, just think of this. What if they did like quarterly stipends, $600 per quarter for the next 4 quarters? Just saying, $200 per month times 3 months is $600. And then they just do $600 for the next 4 quarters. Same dollar amount, but rather you're getting it as a $600 stipend per quarter. I don't know. That might be kind of helpful as well. Or what about, rather than just doing all this, rather than doing $200 a month, why not just issue everybody a $2,400 one-time lump sum payment, and then everybody knows it's a one-time thing, you get $2,400 one time, and then you do what you got to do, right? You spend it all, you save it all, you spend it over the next 12 months, whatever happens to be the situation. But if everybody knows that, okay, you're getting a one-time payment rather than, wow, we're going to give you $200 a month and it's going to end sometime, but we're not going to tell you when, right? That's the concerning part that concerns me. Anyway, does all this make sense? Anyway, just wanted to point this out for you. Yep, still out there in the headlines, and just wanted to point out the facts behind all this whole thing as well. I've seen, again, more information out there, as always, coming out saying, oh, get ready, look at this, everybody, watch, you're going to get this big raise. And I keep coming back saying, it sounds good, but I don't really know about that. Let's just keep an eye on it and see what the complainers want to do, right? Complainers being lawmakers. So maybe I'll just use that going forward. Anytime that I say complainers, just fill it in with the word lawmaker, right? Politician. Yeah, anyway, I was gonna say something else too, but let's not say that. Anyway, you probably know what to say. Okay, anyway, I hope this helps you, but again, do this. Call them. Seriously, if you want to save some real money, right? Rather than waiting for all these lawmakers to get off their duff and do something, call them. Seriously, a team of trusted advisors helping you with your Medicare. It's the team of trusted advisors that we partner with here on the channel to help those of you here in this community with your Medicare. And again, it could be your initial enrollment into Medicare if you're turning 65 or if you're retiring. It could be your Medicare supplement plan, your Medigap plan, your Part D plan, your Medicare Advantage, whatever it happens to be. They have access to all of it, and they're helping seniors here in this community literally every single day. I've seen the numbers. Guess how many people here in this community have called them? Thousands and thousands and thousands in this community have called them with that exclusive phone number right there and connected with them Had a great conversation. Some people are saving a ton of money. By the way, the average senior is saving $1,100 from a simple 5, 10, 15, maybe 20-minute phone call. That's the average savings. Some save more, some save less. It's not guaranteed, but that's the average out there. That's incredible. By calling that number. That's your exclusive phone number, by the way. Take advantage of it. It's a free service. Please put them to work. Call them. Ask them all the questions you want. Call them with your list of questions. That's cool. No problem whatsoever. Do that. You'll be super glad that you did. Anyway, they have access to 20,000 plans across the country. They're looking through the plan to find the best plan at the best price with the best coverages and the best fit for you and your personal needs. So you can see the doctors and providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to go to, the prescription needs if you have any at all. They're doing all that and presenting your options. Believe it or not, 90% of seniors are on the wrong plan, paying way too much. Did you realize? If I had to throw down and bet, I'd bet the vast majority of you are paying way too much for your plan and you don't even know it. Most of these plans out there are the exact same plan offered by a different carrier at a much different price. Did you realize that? You're not supposed to know that. It's a little secret. It's a little secret. I'm telling you the secret. Anyway, that's the situation. Plans are identical. Prices are very different. They can find you the better plan, the plan that has a cheaper price, and literally to set you up with it. Seriously. Now let me share with you another quick little pro tip. Check this out. In just a few months from now, it is annual enrollment. Not yet, but in a few months from now, it's annual enrollment. Call them now. Seriously, call them right now. Get at the front of the line, very front of the line, right? When they drop the rope, when they cut the tape for annual enrollment, you're the very first person in the door. How amazing is that, right? Rather than being like all the other people out there, all the other people standing in the back of the line saying, man, I wish I was at the front of the line. You can be at the front of the line by calling them now. Call them now, today, right here, right now. Write that phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do. Call them, establish the communication, let them work on your behalf, let them find you better plans, let them do all the grunt work, the heavy lifting. You don't have to do anything, just answer a couple questions, that's about it. And then annual enrollment rolls around. If you're not able to switch your plan now, and it's literally, you're standing there with a huge smile on your face because you're at the beginning of the line, they cut the tape, you walk right on through and you're like, look at me, I'm the best. I'm the first one here. Everybody else is there. There's a line 70 million people deep behind you, and you're the very first person in line. That's the power of calling now and establish that communication and being proactive about this. And they will shop your plan. They will find you better plans, review your situation, and get it all set up and ready so that when it's all time, literally push a button, boink, save yourself a whole bunch of money. Boink, saved yourself a whole bunch of time, confusion, frustration. Oh, and got you better coverages as well. That's incredible. The power of having the team of trusted advisors right here, right now at your disposal. Because guess what? Who is going to be reviewing their plan during annual enrollment? I'll tell you, everybody and their brother, everybody and their uncle will be doing it. And you don't want to be at the back of the line with 70 million people in front of you. Be at the front of the line. Seriously, lead the crowd. Call them. Seriously, take advantage of it. It's totally free to do so. Otherwise, who do you know? I know you know a few people, right? We're all in the same situation. We know a bunch of people. Again, 1, 2, 3 people that you can think of. I know you can think of them. Friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, co-workers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, the garbage man, recycling man, the person at the cashier at the grocery store, at the pharmacy, the postal worker, people like that. Again, please share that as well. Let's share this little secret with them so they can take advantage of that and get some help with their Medicare. And again, totally free resource. Otherwise, if you're new here, if you've not done so yet, please consider subscribing. Totally free to do so. Big subscribe button down below. Feel free to share the video. Big share button right down below as well. Thank you. Truly appreciate that. Otherwise, check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen in just a minute. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one. And I look forward to seeing you again soon in the very next video.